Welcome to the Blue Chair Podcast by the North American Division Children's Ministry. We are so glad you are here today. This podcast is created for children's ministry leaders, teachers, parents, and anyone who has a heart to serve children through ministry. Join Sherri and Gerry Lopez in the Blue Chair.
Sherri, we are on the second episode of our Blue Chair podcast series.
Yes, I'm so excited, and I am so excited to be sitting here in this comfy blue chair as we start our conversation.
Yes, isn't this great? I mean, those that are listening to us on the podcast can't see it, but believe me if I tell you right now, these chairs are comfortable.
They are.
They're plush, right? I just feel at home with them.
Blue velvet. Blue velvet, yes.
Sherri, how are you doing anyways? How are things?
I am doing well, but I wonder too about our audience that's listening. This is a busy time of year. I can imagine that we have a lot of Vacation Bible School leaders that are pouring through their manuals. Don't forget, have yourself a little nourishment beside you. Have a cookie and a hot drink or a cold drink, depends on where you are.
That's true.
As you read your manuals, it's going to be a great summer.
It really is. And summer has started already.
Yeah.
Things are going. We want everybody to connect with our Blue Chair podcast, right?
Well, actually, Gerry, summer started yesterday.
Oh, wow. You're right.
According to the calendar anyway, or maybe it's today. But yes, it's going to be a great year.
It really is. It really is. And I'm so glad that people are here. Don't forget, connect with us through our Podbean podcast, through Apple Podcasts.
Spotify,
exactly. And
YouTube. Don't forget, if you prefer to watch it, then you can look on our YouTube channel and just select the Blue Chair podcast series.
Absolutely true. So, Sherri, what is the topic on the Blue Chair today?
Today we're going to be talking about our favorite subject, Vacation Bible School.
That's right. Yes, absolutely.
Vacation Bible School is a place like no other where children come and they come and they come.
Yes, absolutely. I have a story for you if you don't mind.
Yeah.
A while ago, somebody told me this story that just stuck to my heart and in my mind, right? Yeah. So this one child decided that he wanted to go to Vacation Bible School. He had heard about it, and he knew that the church that was in his community was going to have Vacation Bible School. So he asked his parents if he can go. His parents were like, sure. They didn't know anything about it. So he went. He went that first year, and he had so much fun. He enjoyed it, so much so that he couldn't wait to come back the following year. So he came back the following year, and sure enough, enjoyed it as well, and had a good time, and would go home and tell his parents everything that he learned.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And so he knew for sure he wanted to continue coming, right? And then so his parents started wondering, what is this Vacation Bible School thing? What does it have that my child is so happy when he comes home and talks to us about it and tells us that people know who he is? They know him, they're caring about him, they're looking after him. And so they were like, we want to know, what is this community? What is this place? What is this program? So they decided to investigate. So they told their child the following year, this was the third year, we want to go with you. And so they went to go see what Vacation Bible School was at, or what it was all about. And they noticed how everybody knew their son's name. They knew their son's name. They knew who he was. They welcomed him like if he was just part of that community of Vacation Bible School kids that were there. And so they decided that, what? We want to belong to this community. We want to know what this is about.
That's beautiful.
They care about my child. They really love my child. So who is this? What is this? Vacation Bible School can be a very powerful tool, an evangelistic tool. It could be a place where children just enjoy learning about Jesus.
That's right. That is exactly what Vacation Bible School is all about. It's all very child-friendly, and this is where adults get to be children again too, because they have so much fun sharing the gospel message in fun and engaging ways.
Yes, absolutely. And this is Vacation Bible School should be a place where children feel welcomed, right?
Right.
Where that's
Right.
I think we were talking about this last episode that our crew leaders play an important role in that. Our
registration people
Exactly.
that welcome them
Registration
in.
people,
Yeah.
absolutely. So they need to feel welcome when they go to a Vacation Bible School. I think that's a big key thing on that. So the topic on the blue chair is Vacation Bible School.
That's right, Vacation Bible School. And we talked. You're right. We talked about the importance of crew leaders because they engage with the children in a way that the other leaders cannot engage with them. And but the whole heart of Vacation Bible School, if you think about all of the different stations, Jerry, what your favorite station might be the snacks or the
snacks and the games.
And the games.
Oh, I
That's
love
right.
the games.
The snacks and the games. There's a prayer station where children learn to communicate and connect with God, and then there's the Bible station. Some children don't even know what the Bible talks about, and maybe they don't even know about prayer either. But the very heart of VBS, and I know this may come as a thoughtful moment for some, is the call and response.
That's right.
In the new Vacation Bible School that's coming, that is here right now, called Fiercely Faithful, the call and response, in essence, is no matter what, God is faithful. But then it takes it even further. Do you remember? It says, when I am sad, God is faithful. When I am lonely, God is faithful. But it doesn't just talk about those sad and lonely times. When I am happy, God is faithful.
Oh, those are so key, aren't they?
They are so key. They address in a very subtle way the fears that a child has, as well as children's mental health.
Yeah.
And so, the call and response is just amazing because it is also a conversation starter for when they go home.
Absolutely. Absolutely true. And just doing that, I think, also gets everything going as well.
That's
It
right.
really sets the energy and the tone right at the start, right when they're beginning and they do this call and response. Oh, I love doing that part because you're up there and you're having them, when I'm sad, and then they yell back, God is faithful.
Yeah, you can't help but join in on that joy and in that excitement and joy that children have. This does remind me too of a story. Jerry and I have told you about it some time ago, but it's about my granddaughter, Amanda, and she and I were doing dishes, and she was putting the dishes or the leftover food down into the garbage disposal, and I was washing the dishes. And she says to me, and it's something that she learned at Vacation Bible School. She said, Grammy, how do I know that God forgives me of my sins?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a deep question.
Wow.
That is a very deep question. And I had also been at Vacation Bible School with her, and so I knew what Vacation Bible School was all about that week. And so I told her, I said, Amanda, turn the garbage disposal off. And so she did. And I said, and I was holding a plate in my hand, sudsy plate in my hand, and I said, now reach down in there and get all that spaghetti and salad and put it back on the plate. She looks at me with quite surprise. She was shocked. And I said, it's okay, honey. The garbage disposal is turned off. It's safe. Go ahead, reach down there and let's put that spaghetti back on the plate. And she says, I can't. And I said, yes, you can, honey. It's safe. Go ahead. And she said, no, Grammy, I can't. And I said, why not? And she said, well, it's not there.
Oh.
And I said, that's exactly what God does. When he forgives us, it's not there.
Oh, my goodness.
You can't reach down and get it back and put it on your plate. It's gone.
Sherry, I love that. Wow, what a great story.
The best part was her response.
What did she say?
She was watching the garbage disposal. She was looking intently at the garbage disposal. And then she looks at me with kind of a twinkle in her eye. And she says, cool.
She got it.
Yeah, that was it. Cool.
She got it. That's the response of a child that understands.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is what Vacation Bible School is all about. Is our children understanding who God is and their place.
Yes.
And how God values them.
Wow. I really love that story. And it hit right on the dot. Wow. Sherry, Tell us a little bit about Fiercely Faithful.
Fiercely faithful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of you Vacation Bible School leaders out there, do not be dismayed or feel like at the end of Vacation Bible School, that's it. You're never going to do it again, because it is a lot of work, but it is a lot of work that is worth it.
Oh, yeah.
So totally worth it. And the new Vacation Bible School, Fiercely Faithful, is all about addressing the fears of children. You know, when I am sad, God is faithful. And every single station, all 5 stations, zero in on that call and response. We have our Bible station, which follows the story of Naomi and the journey that she went into, Ruth and Naomi. And
Okay.
you know, they had a hard journey
Oh, yeah.
with just 2 women
Oh.
traveling in a dangerous country. And so it follows Ruth and Naomi, but in the Bible station, when you know God is faithful, and the prayer station, God is faithful. And in all of our stations, the game station, the snack station, the craft station, the kids learn that God is faithful.
That is so awesome, because I think that's so important for our children to know how faithful God is, and that Jesus is right there with them. They're not alone.
That's right.
No matter what, like it says here, no matter what, God is faithful, right?
That's right.
No, when I'm sad, and we know children go through all these emotions.
They do.
They're going to feel sad. Things may be going on in their life. When we receive the children there at Vacation Bible School, many times we don't know what their lives are like.
Absolutely. Everybody has a story that we don't really know all of it.
Absolutely.
And you are so totally correct.
Yes, we don't know, but we get that opportunity every single day that we're there, as a crew leader, as a station leader, as a leader, registration, like you were saying. All the parts that play a role in Vacation Bible School. We all have an opportunity to really allow our children, or any child that goes there, regardless of what's happening in their life, to really connect with Jesus.
That's right.
And enjoy it, but having fun.
And you said it right. We have the opportunity. This is an honor, isn't it, to
It really
do
is.
Vacation Bible School, and all of the volunteers that that help out with Vacation Bible School. It is an honor for you to be able to serve the children. Not every Vacation Bible School, unfortunately, there may be an incident that happens that actually turns a family away. And we just pray that that does not happen. Keeping our focus on exactly what this VBS is all about, the one that you choose. What is it that you want the children to take home with them? What do you want the families to know?
Yeah.
Keep
And-
that forefront.
And let's be real, we're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
We're going to encounter difficult situations. I know that sometimes many of the volunteers, or the people that are putting Vacation Bible School on, I think sometimes feel like, is this really, I don't know if it's just the word, but is this really worth it?
Yeah.
Am I really doing this, and somebody really is going to, get it, or be affected by it?
Right.
We have those doubts. We all, believe me, I've had those doubts myself, when you're hours and hours into going through the manuals and getting volunteers and getting the promotion out, the promotions out there, and having your church buy into it, and even the budget, where you're looking at your budget and like,
Yeah.
man, how am I going to pull this off with this small amount of money? We have doubts sometimes, and we're like, should I do it or not?
And to even answer that, it is so worth it. It may be hard, but it's so worth it for the children that are in your church and the children that are in your community. It's just nurturing that faith with Vacation Bible. It's nurturing the faith of a child, no matter where they live, no matter if they're in your church or in the community. It's also an opportunity to invite families to come in.
Yes, I think that's a
And
big
and
part.
the goal is not to baptize people into the church. That's not the goal. The goal is to show who Jesus is, and to show the love and the compassion and the joy.
Yes,
and
especially
the joy.
especially that joy that is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes we take things in church or in Christianity too serious many times. But with Vacation Bible School, you get to know Jesus in a fun way.
Yeah.
And I just love seeing the children jumping around or hi, Pastor, or hi, so-and-so, and they're smiling and they're laughing and they're having just a great time.
Yeah, where else do you see a whole herd of children or smaller people running to get into the church?
Yes, absolutely. And wanting to be there on time.
That's right.
That I think
early.
If you start at a certain time, sometimes you have a group of kids already there, half hour before, and they're waiting for it to get started.
That's right.
I take that as a compliment.
That's right. So that's another good lesson too, is that make sure that your music team is ready 15, 20 minutes before VBS starts.
Oh man,
because there's going to be kids there.
And the children love singing these songs.
That is right. Yeah.
So that gets things going as well as the song. The praise team is out there getting the songs going or the video up or whatever. Children are singing and they learn the hand motions.
Yeah. Yeah.
They learn the hand motions.
Teach those to mom and dad or grandma and grandpa, those hand motions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sherry, we're going to take a little break. We're going to go ahead and listen to the promotion for Fiercely Faithful.
All right.
And we will be right back. So don't leave us. We'll be right back. We're just going to go ahead and put this promotion on for the Vacation Bible School, and we will be right back with the same topic.
Stay with us.
It's super fun. I love VBS so much. VBS is something I really like coming to. You guys should go to VBS. Oh, I love VBS!
Come on, hurry! We're all joining a caravan to Main Oasis where we'll be experiencing Fiercely Faithful VBS, where God always keeps his promises. Come! Don't forget your bag. Get ready for a Bible time adventure. All week, you and the kids will have fun learning how God is faithful to us. Watch for Constance. With the encouragement of Constance, the camel, the kids will learn that there is only one God and that he will always keep his promises. That is the best part. Each day, the Bible story will reinforce the Bible resting point. Kids will learn the story of Ruth, Naomi, and Boaz and how God was faithful no matter what. As kids learn the Bible story each day, they will discover how God is faithful to them. Yes, to them.
The VBS week helps us to know God better.
The exciting adventure starts each day at the Oasis where everyone celebrates singing meaningful songs and learning the daily promise and Bible resting point. Kids will love Dwight, Ama, and Adrian's adventures in the Museum of Really Old and Cool Bible Stuff, where they will share some intriguing, interesting, and funny facts about living in the Bible times.
And since God is alive, he knows what's best for us.
Then it's time to head out and catch the caravan exploring intriguing and fun areas around the Oasis. At the House of Peace, kids will experience the Bible story and learn how God is faithful when we are sad, lonely, and happy. No matter what, God is faithful.
Imagine! Ruth the Moabite maiden will now become the most important woman in Bethlehem.
Next, they are off to the cabana shop where everyone gets to create some amazing and colorful crafts. A favorite stop is always Jeshua's Gate, where kids will learn to pray by connecting with God individually and as a group. To work off some energy, the sand pit is the next stop for some fun and challenging games. And of course, everyone will want to enjoy a refreshing, healthy snack at the Olive Branch Cafe. Kits will start shipping December 2022. For more information and to order your kit, visit AdventistVBS.org.
Well, thank you for listening to our promotion, and thank you for coming back. Sherry, what was on the blue chair? What topic?
Oh, I tell you what, we're still talking about Vacation Bible School, and I've got that music in my ears.
I love that music.
I
love
do
that
love the
music. I can't wait to hear all the children singing and everything.
And it's always available on adventsource.org. You can even download the music on Spotify if you want to listen to it.
You know, let's talk
outside
about
of
that.
VBS,
I
yeah.
love that. I love that we can go to Spotify and listen to the songs that are from Fiercely Faithful Vacation Bible School.
That is right, because, once VBS is over and all the tears of the children, oh, I wish it were 10 more days, they can still listen to the music in your car, at home. You can listen to the music. It's beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. So on Spotify, you can find the Fiercely Faithful Vacation Bible School songs.
Or you can, or you can go to AdventistVBS.org, and you will find everything that you need there, along with the music.
Yes. So we were talking about Vacation Bible School. One interesting thing that I like about Fiercely Faithful and about Vacation Bible School here from the North American Division is that we have that prayer station.
That's right. We are one of the very few that has 5 different stations, and one of them is the prayer station. And it is totally focused on helping children make a connection with God. Not only teaching them to pray, but also nurturing that within them, that they can have their own prayers to God in fun ways too. There's little games, and there's just little different activities that the children do that all centers on prayer. It's beautiful.
And that's really what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Is to be able to have, because I think, that connection, just that knowing, the children knowing and understanding that they can connect with God, the creator of this whole universe, and that God listens to them, and a way to connect with him, it's essential to their growth, to their knowing who Jesus is.
Yeah, we have experienced, and knowing who Jesus is, Jerry, that is just like nailing it on. Knowing who Jesus is. Also, our leaders who lead out in that have told us how much it has impacted their lives to have that assurance that God hears them, and on this Fiercely Faithful, no matter what, God is faithful.
Oh,
and
man.
boy, sometimes big people are going through some very big things right now, financial difficulties or relationship difficulties, but no matter what, God is faithful.
Wow.
And with our children going through maybe a home that is going through a divorce, or somebody has died, no matter what, God is faithful.
When I'm lonely, when I'm sad, God is faithful.
And when I'm happy, and when I'm showing love,
Yes.
God is faithful.
Yes, absolutely true. Absolutely true. And those are the things that are so important to put into the lives of the children, because depending on Him, depending on God is essential for a Christian living. And for them to learn it at this young age, I think, can be impactful to them throughout their whole life.
That's right. Yeah. It is so worth it. Vacation Bible School. Hours and hours of work. Hours and hours of work. But it is so worth it.
It
and
really is.
And Jerry, we've talked about the children, and we all know that how much they love Vacation Bible School. But what about the volunteers?
Oh, wow.
Yes, otherwise they wouldn't volunteer, but wow, what a job they have.
Oh my goodness.
I just am so thankful for the volunteers, because they truly are blessing a whole generation of children.
And I hope, if we have any volunteers listening, or we have any leaders that are listening to this as well, I just want to let you know, you make an impact on the life of the children. So what you're doing, that time that you have donated, because let's be honest, they're volunteers. They're not getting paid to do this. They're volunteers.
They will get jewels in their crown.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. But, they're taking their time to do this. And whenever any doubt comes to mind, just know that whatever part you're doing, whatever role you're playing, wherever you're volunteering, you're impacting the lives of children. And that is the most important thing. And you're impacting them in a positive way for Jesus.
That's right. That is so true.
And like we were talking before in the first episode, right? Say yes to Jesus. It's a movement. And VBS is part of that movement.
That is exactly right. VBS definitely is part of that hashtag, Say
Yes.
Yes to Jesus. And our volunteers too, I just cannot thank you enough for what you do for the children in your community. And just want to encourage you to get to know the children.
Yes.
Remember we talked about
Yes,
know their
absolutely.
name. And so that when they come into Vacation Bible School, they already feel valued because of
Yes.
what you have done.
And that's what we talked about, belongings, right?
Yeah.
That it's a movement from noticing who they are, right?
Yes.
You notice who they are.
You name
You name them.
who they
Oh,
are.
and you know what? Children, I don't know what it is. They love for you to call them by their name.
That's right.
You know, I made a mistake one time of calling a child a different name, and he looked at me and said, "That's not me." You know, but like with this look, like he was offended.
Yeah.
I knew that I had messed up. I knew I had messed up, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I thought you were this person." He goes, "No, my name is so and so." And I was like, okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll make sure that I call your name. And so I really tried really hard the rest of the week to really call him by his name. And every time I did, enjoyed it, loved it, responded really nice, right? And then from knowing their name to
being known.
what does that mean?
And that was just like the story that you told about that little boy who kept going back to Vacation Bible School to this one certain church, and they got to know him. He was known. Oh, here he comes. Whatever his name is. Here's
Yes.
Billy. Let's, come on in, Billy. We need help with this. We need you to do this. He was known and appreciated and valued.
Absolutely, and those are three essential things of helping a child know that he belongs. He belongs in there. And VBS really opens up the doors to all of this.
It does. Even to our, I know that everybody has stories about Vacation Bible School and about maybe that one child who comes that makes everybody work hard, just trying to make sure they don't run away or that, that they stay where they're supposed to be, they're not poking somebody else or something like that. It is still so worth it for that child. So
Absolutely.
don't lose your joy in volunteering.
Please don't. We all need your help. We all need volunteers, and VBS leaders, directors. If you're listening to us as well, or those that are listening to us, know that we thank you for your leadership. But I do want to leave something with you. Please make sure that your volunteers know that they're appreciated.
Oh, absolutely.
Take the time to say thank you, right?
Yeah.
Take the time to say thank you. The first time I actually volunteered in Vacation Bible School, I was a crew leader. I was, I think, 18. I was a little older than that. I was a crew leader, and I got to know the children in my crew, and it was so much fun, and I enjoyed it, and I was glad that I volunteered. It was my first experience was a crew leader. But what impacted me was that the director and the pastor, came up to me personally. I'm sure they did that to everyone else, but came up to me personally and said, "You know what?" And they knew my name. Said, "Jerry, thank you so much for your help. We appreciate you made this happen." And
that just filled you up, didn't it?
That filled me up because I was tired.
Yeah.
By the end of the week, you know how I was so tired. But for them to say that to me was impactful.
That
so
is
don't
great.
forget. Thank them.
Yeah.
Thank them. Thank
Yes,
them for what they do.
thank your volunteers. And if you are thinking about volunteering for Vacation Bible School, don't just think it. Actually go and do something about it. Go ahead and volunteer your time. It's the best ever. And not only is it the best ever for children, but as I said, even the volunteers, you will gain such a blessing by being part of God's plan for the children that come to Vacation Bible School.
So Sherry, unfortunately we have come to the end of our second episode.
So Jerry, I'm just wondering, do you love Vacation Bible School?
Oh, I love Vacation Bible School. I thoroughly love it and
I
enjoy
do
it.
too.
Yes, and I know that we're working on it this year, but I'm excited about next year as well.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Don't spill the beans.
I'm not. But I am, and I think it's just this is Vacation Bible School time. We hope that this, that your Vacation Bible School is successful and that everything goes well and that children have a great time. Yes. But make sure that you make the effort to get to notice them, to know them by name, and to make sure that they are known.
They are known.
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect, right?
Yeah, excellent.
Sherry,
Well,
until next episode.
that's
we have,
right.
We have episode 3 coming up.
We do.
We hope that you everybody tunes in. We want you to tune in to our episode 3 here from the Blue Chair series. And I don't know, should we tell them what's next on the next episode? Or
Well,
should
we can. I just wanted to reiterate that for all of our podcasts, then our movement saying or our slogan,
Yes.
whatever we want to call it, is
say
yes to Jesus.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, until next week, join us, connect with us either through Podbean, through Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
And YouTube.
Yes, don't miss out. Our next topic is going to be great.
Yes. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Sherry. If you enjoyed this podcast and want more content like this, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
And be sure to tune in for more conversations in the Blue Chair. Until then, this is Sherri Gerry.
And this is Gerry Lopez, North American Division Children's Ministries, where # say yes to Jesus.